If they're worshiping the golden calf.
I'm not going to answer a gotcha question.
Well, because you know what the future position.
No, because I'm too good for that. Are you worshiping God right now?
You're too good to answer the question about worshiping the golden calf.
I'm too good to be tricked.
To be tricked, but this is your own position.
When you're eating a salad, and you're really focused on that salad, are you also worshiping God at that moment?
When I'm in the act of worship,
Notice how jacked up his concept of worship is. You're worshiping God eating a salad. What does he think worship is?
Yeah. So worshiping God is just like really liking him or something. And so when you enjoy a nice salad, it's the same experience as worshiping God. Maybe in the Novus Ordo, I don't know, but
dude.
One of the last live streams we did, we're watching a Novus Ordo watch compilation of clown masses, and one of them they were doing the Eucharist out of a salad bowl. So maybe that's what he's talking about.
Real. I also want to know what he was getting at when he said, "Are you married?" What the heck does that have to do with anything? Where are we going with that? I'm curious where he was going with that.
I have no idea. Maybe he was going to say like I worship my wife or something. I don't worship my wife at all. I mean, that's insane.
But this is also just a really silly point for him as a Catholic, because Catholics are going to champion the idea of dulia and latria, right? So if he believes in the latria-dulia distinction, which, as do I, I'm Orthodox, then you should be able to understand that there's different degrees of worship. And when you say that Muslims adore the one true God, that's a theological statement. You're not saying Muslims venerate the one true God, which might be a little more palatable. Oh, they try to honor the one true God, but fail at it. Maybe you could say something like that. But the idea that they adore the one true God, you're saying that they worship God in the highest sense. Giving him what he is due is what adoration is. So kind of a crazy concept.